Our next storyteller is on Go Comedy's resident cast. He performs in many things here, including our All-Star Showdowns. You can find him also at the Planet and Black Box in Appropriate, which opens on April 27th. Please welcome Donny Riedel.
Hi, I'm Donny. This story takes place. I'm going to provide a little trigger warning, by the way. This is about attempted sexual assault, so if you don't want to hear that, that's why I get time because I have to talk more about that. This takes place in Marquette, Michigan, up in the UP, Lake Superior, sort of right on the edge of the water. So, in addition to the stuff that happens in this story, it's sort of like always creepy there if it's raining and there's big waves and there's big rocks and it's very like, there's just this huge sense of ennui in the air at all times. Because everybody's basically stranded up there. That's where I went to college. I was an art student. There's like three types of students, I think. I'm the type of student that would never, ever initiate any sort of conversation with anybody at all. Second type of students sort of like talks to teachers and stuff, and then the third type of student is the type of person that talks too much all the time. Lance is that third type. He talked a lot. He was a photography student. I was a film major at the moving pictures. He took still pictures. And so I was hanging out in the art department lobby one day, looking at nobody for the use, looking at my books and such, hoping that no one would talk to me, yet secretly hoping someone would talk to me. And here comes Lance. Lance looks like me now, but a little bit heavier, but he has like this hairline, but he had red hair and angry eyebrows, and like, behind his eyes there was a sense of like a lot of pain, a lot of anger that he needed to do something with, and this being college, this is where people discover how to express themselves. He sat down next to me and he started talking to me, and so I got really jazzed. Hey, a new friend! Yeah! He's looking at me in the eye, I'm looking at him in the face. And he invites me, he says, hey, I'm a photography student, I'm doing a photography project, would you like to be in some of my pictures? I say, absolutely, of course, it's really nice to be told you're like beautiful. Really nice. Still doesn't get old even after this stuff. So I give him my phone number, he texts me back about the project like several weeks later. He says, hey, you should come up to my apartment. Today, this day, is another one of those foggy days where the air is wet. It's not raining, but if it were, like, the water's just sort of floating in the air. It's dark, there's clouds. I drive to his apartment, which ended up being like 3 blocks from my house. I totally would have walked, but I'm glad I drove. I text him and say, hey, I'm here. He says, come on up, door's unlocked. I go up to the apartment, I knock because I'm polite. I walk in, and the first thing I see is him, like, he's like just waiting, like just like casual joint in hand, smoking. And then I look around, and like lining all of his walls in a line are pictures of Marilyn Monroe, like just portraits of her. And then I look closer, and in between every portrait of Marilyn Monroe is a portrait of himself. Shirtless, or just like the top part of his butt, doing typical sexy like pictures that I assume he took of himself. If he has a friend that would take those pictures for him, that's really great. I really did. But like today's already creepy. This is a creepy day. I walk into his apartment. Goodness. Sure, Marilyn Monroe fan, fine. Okay. He offers me a hit of his joint, I say sure. He offers me a drink, I say definitely. I think I'm looking good, I have my hat on, the snapback. Young Donny wore snapbacks. Wished he skateboarded, but didn't. He takes out his camera, starts taking pictures of me, I'm leaning on his wall, pictures of Marilyn Monroe and himself behind me. So really, I'm wondering if these pictures are of me or of proof that he had people in his space. One of the he takes 10 or 12 or 15 pictures and he looks down at the camera and he goes, like a sheep. He says, these won't do. These won't do. I don't like the lighting in this room at all. So he goes into another room and says, wait just a second, I'm going to set some things up in here. We'll get the lighting right in here. This other room is better. And I don't really think much of it, except for I think a lot of it, because, the way his face looks. But I'm not trusting my instincts. I'm saying, Donny, just give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Sure, he looks like a creep. He acts like a creep. He's creepy, but... not today, not you. You're polite, you're not. And as he's setting stuff up, another thing, he had a curtain for a door on this room. And you remember, in all 3 Austin Powers movies, where he's behind the curtain at some point and, stuff is coming out of his butt, in, a shadow way. That's sort of what was happening at this time, so it was, really funny in retrospect. He sets everything up in his room. He says, all right, come on in, I'm ready. I walk in, he says, stand there. I hit the mark, and he just lunges at my belt and starts shaking it. And I've had sex before, I've had nervous sex before, consensual. And taking belt off is hard. So I can't imagine the thrill of him trying to get a belt off, just the energy. I understand why he had trouble. Then he goes for my button, because buttons are easier, I guess. I slap his hands away. I'm drunk and high, so I'm feeling weird. And then that didn't work, so he pushes me out of his bed. I fall back and wake up a little bit. Like that thing in movies, where you wake up on a hospital bed and you see the silhouette of the doctor, there's that one lamp, and then there's you just see the face right in front of you. That was Lance. So I put my leg up and I kicked him. In the lower stomach, upper penis. He lunged back, he goes, whoa! I say, this is making me uncomfortable. I get up, I'm just too polite, I think. I get up, I say, I don't think I'm comfortable with this, I don't want to be here anymore, me still standing, not just running away. And he says, okay, let's go to the lake, where all those creepy rocks I was talking about earlier. I say, sure. I don't remember how I convinced him or told him or how we co-decided that we would drive separately. We did. And it turned out he was parked on one side of the apartment. Luckily, I was parked on the other side of the apartment. I went went into my car. Just sat there for a bit. I don't remember what song came on the radio. I'm sorry. But then I drove home, and here we are. Lance is in Arizona. I check up on him every once in a while. I hope he's not doing that anymore.